Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NanoBits podcast. My name is Ben Edelman, and I'm here with my friend and co-host, Ethan Silver. We're back after a week hiatus. Ethan's feeling better, and we're ready for another week of NFL football, this time the conference championships.
Ben, I am not just feeling better. I'm feeling great. This is so exciting for me right now.
Yeah, we're 1 week away, not 1 week, but like one week of play. Obviously, there's still the Pro Bowl that everyone's been looking forward to, but we're 1 week of play away. We'll find out in just a couple days who will be going to the Super Bowl, who will have their seasons ended before going to the Super Bowl. And boy, before we get into those picks, though, we got to talk about the playoffs because we haven't had a chance to talk about any of the games that have already happened, considering that we weren't able to talk about the wild card week last week.
Absolutely. I mean, this crazy divisional round. I mean, absolutely.
I mean, let's take a step back though. Let's take a step back. I want to talk about the divisional round too, but we gotta talk about the wild card week real quick.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize we haven't even been able to talk about that. Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I feel bad for being sick. We missed a lot here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But
we'll make it up.
I mean, where do we start here? I mean,
let's first talk about the only close game, really. Or no, there was two close games during the wild card week. You got the kickoff Bengals versus Raiders, which I really personally enjoyed that game. I think the Raiders, even though they lost, they put up a great fight, especially considering all the adversity they faced this year. I thought it was a good showing by both teams. Bengals ended up coming on top, 26-19. And then the other game, 49ers versus Cowboys.
Okay.
If you listen to our last episode, you would know who I picked to win to make the Super Bowl in the NFC.
Okay.
Clearly, I was not right.
So, my game picks would have been perfect if it weren't for this game. And then last week, no, it wouldn't have been perfect. I wouldn't have chose the Bengals over the Titans, but
you went 1 for 3 last week.
1 for 3?
Yeah.
No,
I went 2 for 2 because I picked the Niners.
Did I pick what'd I do? Did I pick the Bucs to beat the Rams?
Yeah.
Why'd I go against my Rams? I've been picking them to win the Super Bowl since the beginning of the year.
I don't know, but that's what you told me.
Oh, I hate myself. I mean, they almost did lose. That's a crazy game. We need to talk about that in a second.
Yeah, but wrapping up this, we gotta talk about the wild card game. I'm really excited too, but we gotta get through these games.
Okay, so we'll start with the first one, I guess. The Raiders-Bengals game. It felt like a really full football game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it felt like a good performance by both sides. Bengals ended up being the better team in the end, but like I said, good showing from the Raiders.
I think the Raiders are only getting better despite the fact that all the things that happened to them this season. I think they actually still show a lot of promise. I think they just need.
I think they could be a team that honestly makes the playoffs again next year.
I can see them being that team that is constantly in the playoffs and is never winning.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is only going to get better after the huge improvement, probably one of the greatest turnarounds by a defense in recent memory, honestly.
What a good pass rush they had this year. Honestly, Raiders, good job. You did a good job this season for what you had. Good job, Raiders.
Good job, Raiders. Good job, Raiders. Next game, we're talking about the 49ers Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl, but I also said in that episode that I would pick the 49ers against any team in the NFC besides the Dallas Cowboys, which is why for the divisional round picks, I picked them over Green Bay, and I was proven correct.
I mean, yeah, that is true. It is true because Ben has been saying the 49ers this all season, and they barely.
That was my preseason Super Bowl prediction: 49ers Chiefs.
Yeah, a repeat of a couple years ago. But I mean, it's possible now. It's possible now. So is yours. Chiefs Rams. That's crazy. We really picked good picks.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did full since I picked the Rams, you picked the 49ers in the NFC, and we both picked Chiefs in the AFC. If we just chose like who we think our conference championships would be, I feel like we can like come up with some really good picks together. But actually no, because we wouldn't have chose the Bengals to be here.
Yeah, true. So yeah, that was the other close game. That was a really great game. I don't really understand what happened in the last few seconds, but it was a great game.
It was a QB sneak. What do you mean?
I don't understand that play calling. I still think I don't think it's going to happen, but I still think Kellen Moore should be a head coach somewhere. It's not happening. Definitely think he should be promoted over Mike McCarthy in Dallas. I'm a big fan of him.
Mike McCarthy said that there was no better decision than to run the QB.
Oh God.
He said that. He said,
"Oh God."
He said,
it was also on Dak's fault too. He should have probably slid earlier. Not even getting into the thing of the ref touching the ball, whatever that whole thing was.
Right.
Not even getting into that. I'm not going to even touch on that right now, but just the fact that he waited so long to like slide. Like, look at what the Chiefs were doing, like in that divisional round the other day.
13 seconds.
With the 13 seconds, Travis Kelce caught the ball inbounds. He runs. He like literally. Actually, wait, no, they did have a timeout, so that's not true. But you saw he had to get down before 0 seconds, and he did the right job. You have to keep an eye on the clock when you're doing that. You can't try to with 8 tackles or something.
I think Dak is just not. I mean, no one really is, but Dak's just not the kind of clock managing guy that Patrick Mahomes can be. I mean, yeah, no one's really close to that, except for like the people who are better than it, like Tom Brady or something. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and speaking of Tom Brady, I mean, big L against the Rams. I mean, his defense sold. I feel bad for him, but I don't at all because he doesn't need any more Super Bowls.
Jeez, he really almost did it again.
He really did.
That's all I have to say. He almost did it again.
And he would have. He
did do it again, but the defense just didn't complete the job. What a performance by Tom Brady. I was biting my nails. I did not want them to win.
And it's the same story with the Bills-Chiefs game last week in the divisional round. I mean,
there's something I want to touch on. A lot of the other wildcard games weren't really interesting. You know, you got the Chiefs stomping the Steelers, the Bucks stomping the Eagles, Rams stomping the Cardinals, Bengals that was division. But one game I really want to talk about is the Bills demolishing the Patriots 47-17 with the first perfect game in NFL history against an elite defense. And obviously we're on a podcast, so you can't see me doing it, but I am clearly putting quotations with my fingers after saying elite.
Oh my goodness. This game is a chef's kiss. No one wanted the Patriots to win.
No one wanted the Patriots to win this game. And they lose in brutal fashion as they probably now have the worst future in the NFL, or at least up there. They have nothing they have no young talent, really. Mac Jones is not going to get better from here.
I mean, Ben has been saying this for the longest time to me, and it's very apparent that Mac Jones will be the best rookie QB. And look at him. Does it. And then he won't grow from there, and he probably won't. I mean, we've seen it already. He's kind of just going to be as good as he is.
And that's not really a knack on him. He could still be a decent quarterback, and he could honestly be a Super Bowl winning quarterback if he gets a good team.
A game managing kind of guy with Bill Belichick coaching him.
They could have a Joe Flacco type Super Bowl run with him if they really do build a team around him.
But speaking of Joe, let me talk about Joe Burrow for a second.
Oh, your favorite.
This guy is so inspirational. You know that CJ Uzomah said on another podcast, I forget what, but he said on another podcast that there was a time in this Bengals-Titans game where the headsets broke and Joe Burrow was calling every play.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
How impressive is that? Their second year QB was calling plays against the Titans. That is a little
suspicious that their headsets broke, though.
Yeah, right. The Titans cheat or something. Like
they still lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Derrick Henry didn't really live up to the return expectations. Not really a knack on him. I mean, it's his first game coming back.
Yeah.
After having screws in his leg, he'll be back next year of another 2,000-yard season. Don't worry.
I mean, he wasn't even the best running back on the team that game.
Yeah.
There were,
Yeah, you can't expect him to drop 200 yards though, and with those conditions coming back from that injury. But I mean, other than that, the Titans, I think it's time to move on from quarterback with Ryan Tannehill. You did pay him a lot of money though, so you're gonna have to eat a huge dead cap penalty if you do trade him or release him. But I think that he's really holding this team back. The defense was borderline elite this year. The pass rush was elite, and it showed even in the game they lost where they had 9 sacks. Yeah. A great breakout season from Jeffrey Simmons, who has truly become one of the elite D linemen in the league. Absolutely spectacular. Personally, he's becoming one of my favorite D linemen in the league. Honestly,
he's a one-man wrecking crew. He could do it all.
Monster.
He's huge. He plays so big. He plays bigger than the biggest nose tackles in the league.
He is such a good run stopper. He's really the full package when it comes to D tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he can. Oh, he's incredible. And again, it shows this game. It shows. And Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and this Bengals team still won, even though they got sacked 9 times.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons honestly reminds me a lot of DeForest Buckner on the Colts.
I would definitely say
Buckner's more of a pass rusher, but
as the ability goes, I would say yes, but actual play style probably not, just because Buckner plays more of a almost like a I don't know how to explain it, but almost like he is like speed.
Buckner is such a unique, great
he's like
player.
A swim move like guy at D tackle.
He's a great player too.
Jeffrey Simmons is more of obviously the pure
power guy, yeah,
pure strength.
I was more referring to like how they're like a great mix of pass rushing.
No, yes, I agree.
Pass rushing and run stuff. Even if they do like different styles of pass rushing, I think they're the 2 defensive linemen in the league that are the best balance of those two. Besides, of course, Aaron Donald. But
I mean, yeah, he doesn't count though.
He doesn't count. He's too good.
Unless you count TJ Watt as a D lineman.
I was referring more to like the inside.
Well, oh yeah, okay, yes.
Let's talk about we already talked about the Rams. Let's talk about the Niners. I mean, we talked about the Packers.
Bye, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Packers. They're off the face of the world. And probably hello, Broncos, by the way.
Probably, yeah. I don't want that to happen because I'm not a huge fan of the Broncos, but probably they recently hired Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator of the Packers. Yeah. All signs are pointing them to making a very aggressive push to get Aaron Rodgers this offseason. And oh my God, what a funny way to lose. Oh
right?
My God.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple funny ways to lose in this week.
This might have been the funniest, honestly.
Yeah.
There was upsetting ways to lose, but this in my opinion had to have been the funniest. I mean, you lose because of a blocked punt by Talonia Hufanga. Are you serious? That's the only touchdown they score the game. Talonia Hufanga scores the only touchdown of the game, and you guys lose to that? Are you serious?
Like, I mean,
come on.
49ers defense, if any time, shows that they can be elite like they were 2 seasons ago. It was this game.
Like, I mean, come on. They didn't score an offensive touchdown or a defensive touchdown. You got to win.
Yeah, no.
You supposedly have the best quarterback in the league. The best quarterback in the league looked terrible.
And, it is the 49ers special teams, though. It really is. Because they not only did they have that blocked punt, but did you know Robbie Gould in the postseason has never missed a field goal?
Oh, yeah. He's crazy. He's crazy in the
postseason. Rob over here gets a gold medal.
Solid gold.
Yeah, solid gold.
What a disappointing season for the Packers. They didn't even get a chance to lose in the conference championship like they usually do. Yeah. But they still get owned by their dads, the 49ers, who they always seem to lose to in the playoffs. I mean, look back to like 2 years ago, Raheem Mostert runs for over 200 against them.
Yeah, jeez.
Seems to happen every time they play. Packers are in a terrible situation now. Some of the worst cap space in the league. Their quarterback is very unhappy. The best receiver in the league on their team is a free agent. Za'Darius Smith is a free agent.
And then
Robert Tonyan is a free agent.
of course, I mean, it's just,
And the list goes on.
it's just, it's not
I
like
mean, pretty much the only star players they have locked up for a while are Jair and Bakhtiari. But other than that, and Rodgers, and I guess Rodgers, but he's probably going to be asking for out.
No, yeah, he's going to be gone. And that means someone who hasn't looked very good is going to take over.
Jordan Love, I haven't seen enough from him to judge him.
Oh, no one's seen enough. But from what I have seen, it doesn't really look like they're going to be much in these next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think it would definitely be wise if Rodgers does leave to trade Aaron Jones to a contender. I think you could get an early second-round pick or a late first-round pick out of that. He's a talented player, but with that contract from a running back, you don't want to have that on a rebuilding team, in my opinion.
Now,
you want to free up as much cap space as possible. So I could definitely see a move from Aaron Jones to like the Dolphins or Bills, honestly.
Yeah. Which also begs the question: what if AJ Dillon straight up goes crazy and is just really?
Oh, and I think it's going to happen. That's another reason you got to trade him. AJ Dillon's a monster, and I think he'll go crazy.
AJ Dillon could, if the Packers even want to see an offensive future, it's probably going to be around him.
Yeah, they could run an entire scheme around him with Rodgers leaving. Definitely a huge help to Jordan Love. Just bring in some receivers, and that offense could still be decent, honestly. Maybe even a fringe playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, he is the definition of like a workhorse power back.
Yeah, AJ Dillon's going to be a monster in the league. That's kind of why I want Jones to be traded, because I want to see that man go crazy.
You think Derrick Henry is like a big like human being? And this guy is like the one running back in the league who weighs more than Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And he is a bruiser. I mean, AJ Dillon next season is going to be someone I really want to talk about.
Especially for like fantasy purposes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Aaron Jones, like you're saying, is traded, which he really should be, I mean, he could be a real like first rounder, honestly, in fantasy football.
Yeah, he could be. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable taking him that high, but yeah, he definitely could be.
I would. Rodgers gone, Adams gone. You gotta.
True, but you also gotta keep in mind that defenses will box more in on him, considering that the passing attack won't be as good.
That's true.
But it could be another. Could be, for all we know, it could be another Jonathan Taylor situation where everyone is saying it was an overdraft when people were taking him in the first round, and look what happened. He won a lot of people championships. But yeah, Packers, not as bad of a situation as some people say. Rodgers is probably gone, in my opinion, but it's not over. It's not over for them. They just need to go into rebuild mode. That's all. They haven't had a rebuild in 30 years. Their fans, their spoiled fans, are going to have to get used to not having.
It's crazy that you just said that. Like, putting it in perspective.
Their spoiled fans are going to have to deal with not having a Hall of Fame quarterback for the first time in 30 years. Oh no, most teams don't even get one. Most teams don't even get 1 year of play like that. You guys have had 30, and what do you have? 2 Super Bowls. Wow.
You put it in the perspective that they haven't they haven't had a rebuild in 30 years.
Yeah.
And that just blows my mind.
Spoiled fans, and all the Packers fans will still be complaining about stuff, even though a rebuild is perfectly healthy once in a while.
Should we get Packers Nation back up on here?
Yeah. I'd like to hear his thoughts on this.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because of what we're saying about the Packers right now.
I'll diss any team in the league.
Oh, me too. I'm not scared. But speaking of the 49ers owning a team, I think it's time we get into these conference championship picks.
Is it? There's one game we didn't talk about.
Well, I mean, I tried to talk about it. The Bills Chiefs could have ended either way. The coin toss really decided it. And now we're seeing a lot of people wanting to change overtime.
Yeah, but they're very hypocritical because the Chiefs were suggesting this 2 years ago, and they still stand in support of it, even though they won off of it, because they know.
Because it's stupid.
Exactly. It's stupid. But you can't be bashing the Chiefs. The Chiefs proposed this deal 2 years ago after they lost to the Patriots in overtime because of the same thing. Yep. The exact same thing happened to them a couple of years ago. They sent out a bill for that. Every other team in the league rejected them, including the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills cannot put the blame on anyone. That is just stupid.
No, absolutely not. I completely agree. Because why why would we change it? I mean, I know it's kind of stupid, but until we can come up with a not complicated, better alternative, because no one wants to turn on football and go into an OT game and not know the OT, like how it works. Like you can't.
But I honestly think it's a simple solution. I just think you keep everything the same except a touchdown doesn't end the game, and you can come back on the others with the other team for touchdown. It's very simple. I don't know why people are overcomplicating it.
Well, that's
then you start from like the you spot your opponent. Why are you making it that complicated? Like
absolutely,
it's really a simple fix. Just do what I'm saying. You don't. I've literally heard people like in teams propose like you pick where your opponent starts and then you start.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
What is that?
So stupid. If anything, just go to the college overtime rules. That's what people want.
Not even. I don't like college overtime rules because they inflate stats. But just to me, it seems like a lot of people are just really overcomplicating it.
Nah, I disagree.
Here's the thing.
That a college overtime rule, like into the overtime, like those rules would be so much better. I don't care about stats. I don't like
the college overtime rules. I think it's really quite simple. You start a normal drive. The first team who gets the ball starts a normal drive. If they score a touchdown, the other team gets a normal drive. If they don't score a touchdown, the first team wins. And if they do score a touchdown, you keep on going. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean,
they score a field goal, you have to get a field goal or a touchdown. I don't see the overcomplicatedness that people are trying to do.
Besides like the cursed week 18, how often do we even really see overtime anyways?
Overtime what?
How often do we even see overtime anyways besides like week 18 where we saw it 3 times?
I mean, this year was actually a record-breaking year for overtime games.
There's also
there was almost one every week.
Well, that's kind of
even about the extra week.
Really?
Yeah. There was an overtime game like every week, I think.
Oh no.
Besides one.
No, there was a couple weeks with no OT, I'm pretty sure. No?
Well, even so, it's not an uncommon occurrence.
Yeah, it's not uncommon, but I don't know. I feel like it's too late to change overtime rules. And if it's not, then it's probably going to end up being something that no one wants.
Why is it too late to change it?
I think purely because there are the people that are being vocal right now and saying we need to change OT. But I think if we do change OT, it's going to be the same thing. And people are just going to be like,
they already have changed it though, Ethan. Like it used to be if you just scored a field goal, you would win. They changed that. Now if you score a field goal, the other team at least gets a shot. They have changed the rules in the past. It's not too late to change. They recently even, I think, lowered the quarters. I think it used to be 15 minutes. Now it's 10 minutes. It changes all the time.
And how many people do you think when they first put in the rule that field goals don't end it, how many people do you think were salty?
I think more people were happy about it.
I don't know. I mean,
obviously, people are going to be salty no matter what. People are going to be salty because they're going to be, that's taking away the good defense away from football. Why don't you just play good defense and stop them on their first drive?
Yeah, I guess. But you're thinking about it more of like how we like football and a lot of our viewers like football. But a casual NFL fan, I don't know. I
disagree. I think casual NFL fans would want that to happen. I honestly think at least 3/4 of NFL fans want that to happen. I think the only people disagreeing with that are either people who just want to disagree against the majority or people like old heads that like believe in good defense.
Yeah. No,
I think the majority of casual NFL fans and the majority of more in-depth NFL fans like us.
No, I don't know, but I think that they should change it personally. But
I think so too.
I do think that the casual majority just doesn't care.
I disagree.
Yeah, but I mean, if the Bills won the coin toss, they would have won probably. And if the Chiefs won the coin toss, which they did, they would have won. So
and the Chiefs are a team, I think that no matter how the overtime rules are changed, they would have won this game either way. Obviously, the Bills got the coin toss first, they could have won. But I'm saying even if the Bills got a chance, the Chiefs are winning this game. The Chiefs are built for overtime. Really?
You think if the Bills won the coin toss, you think the Chiefs would have won?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if like this was different rules and the Bills still got a shot like after the Chiefs scored.
Oh, yeah. Chiefs can just score touchdowns and touchdowns.
Chiefs will just score touchdown after touchdown. One of the most dominant offenses of all time.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah,
I think that's enough discussion about overtime, though. That was a nice little debate we just had.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's finally get into the game picks for this week.
And let me give you a score prediction of this Bengals-Chiefs game. I don't care about the Bengals score, but the Chiefs will score 42 points.
Good Lord.
Because last week, they scored 42 points. And the week before that, they scored 42 points. They are like the 42-point playoff team.
They're not going to do it again. I'm sorry.
Really? You don't think so?
No.
I actually think that in the Chiefs-Bengals game, that score is like very likely.
Maybe.
I think so. I think
don't think it's going to be as high scoring as people think.
I mean, maybe
I could see it being like 20. I could see it being like 20-17.
I feel like it could be more like how it was in the regular season, except this gets my first pick. I think the Chiefs win this game.
I agree with you on that. I'm taking the Chiefs in this game as well.
You thought I was going to take Bengals, Ben? No, you didn't.
I'm more interested in the next game.
I mean, because we have two different picks this next game.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, the Chiefs, who is stopping the Chiefs? The Bills basically played a perfect game last week and they lost. I don't think this Bengals team, although Joe Burrow is definitely a fan favorite. Jamar Chase has been one of the best receivers in the league as a rookie. They still have the O-line troubles. The Chiefs always exploit weaknesses, even on defense. Even though defense isn't their strong suit, they're always good at exploiting weaknesses.
Absolutely.
I think that the Bengals defense is not going to be able to match up with the Chiefs offense at all. This Chiefs offense is playoff experience, Super Bowl experience. You got three of the best players in the league in Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill. I don't think the Bengals have the playmakers on defense personally to stop that. I mean, you got Jesse Bates, but that's about. I mean, Trey Hendrickson, you can maybe. I think he's actually questionable for this game, but let's assume he plays, he's a playmaker. But the Chiefs O-line has been excellent this year. I think they'll be able to contain him. Jesse Bates is really the only defender I could see giving the Chiefs a problem, but I don't think. Even if he does give them a problem, I think the Chiefs just have too much.
You think that Patrick Mahomes is in the Chiefs offense is going to lose to just Jesse Bates? It's not happening.
Jesse Bates is a great player. He honestly might be like, he's a top 3 safety.
Yeah.
That good.
He is. I think when we ranked safeties a long time ago, he was in my top 3 and nothing has changed. I mean, he had an interception last week.
He played outstanding last week.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was really good this time. I was contemplating giving him the player of the week, but I couldn't deny Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, even though he lost, you can't.
Yeah, but Jesse Bates is a great player, but he's not going to be able to keep up with these guys.
So
Mike Hilton has actually been a great slot corner this year. I really like seeing a matchup with Hunter Renfrow in the first round. Who is the Chiefs slot receiver?
Who's in the slot for the Chiefs?
Yeah, they like road run it out. I think I've seen Tyreek Hill on the slot. I've seen
Mecole. Yeah, I've seen Mecole, Kelce.
Mecole's been great.
I've seen DeMarcus Robinson in the slot. I've seen Byron Pringle in the slot.
Yeah, Mecole's been really good the last few weeks. He had a huge play last week. I think I got the Chiefs winning this game.
Yeah. Anyways, Bengals, prove us wrong, please.
I'm still rooting for the Chiefs in this game.
I'm not. I'm all in on the Bengals.
I'm kind of a
in this past week, 2 weeks, I've had to just reflect on football. Oh my goodness. I am in love with the Bengals.
I think 90% of NFL fans would agree with you too.
Oh, absolutely. And
I think everyone wants to see Joe Burrow win.
And when you said I'm rooting for the Chiefs, everybody's like, but like, I mean,
I have my opinions. I just really like Patrick Mahomes, and I want to see him. I want to see him establish this Tom Brady-esque legacy, just because I love him so much. Call me a fanboy all you want, but Mahomes. Oh my God, Matthew Stafford made that pass. He wouldn't be. All those people are gonna get pissed at me.
That's always but that is the worst when people say stuff like that.
That's how you spot a casual NFL fan. Just look through the Instagram NFL comments and see if like a Patrick Mahomes highlight. If it's actually like a great throw like he usually does. I mean, you could say sometimes that's overplayed, but he's the face of the league. Of course, they're gonna post him first of all. But usually the throws are worth posting, even if he makes like the best throw ever. Like even if he throws like a no look pass, like he does a lot. People say Matthew Stafford did this for last week against like in garbage time against the Green Bay Packers. So they were up by 40 and they didn't post this. This is a travesty.
I mean, Matt Stafford made some good throws, but this is also his first time ever playing in the playoffs.
Yes. No, that's not true. You mean like this deep?
Sorry, this is his first time ever winning a playoff game.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And I just use Matthew Stafford as an example, but they say that about other people. But my point is, do not bash Patrick Mahomes for making a amazing, like, inhumane throw and then the NFL posting it.
And let me tell you, Ben is not the only Patrick Mahomes fanboy here. I have a signed Patrick Mahomes helmet. I really like Patrick Mahomes. And I would want to see the Chiefs win a Super Bowl simply because my favorite player is on the Chiefs.
Harrison Butker.
So, like, I'm fine with whatever happens here. Yeah, no, honestly, I'm fine with whatever happens.
I'm fine with whatever happens here. I'm rooting for the Chiefs, but I'm not going to be mad if Joe Burrow makes the Super Bowl because I love Joe Burrow too.
No, absolutely not. If the Bengals, a team that we haven't even seen make the playoffs or like win the playoffs in a long time.
Also, I'll be very happy for Flemlo.
Yeah, Flemlo raps. Yeah, he needs
he deserves this.
Suffering for too long.
Yeah,
he's a good YouTuber.
Yeah. But yeah, we're both going Chiefs this game, and let's go to the. Sorry about that Matthew Stafford rant.
No, I agree. I couldn't agree more though.
Yeah, but moving on, we got the Rams versus the 49ers.
This is me and Ben's face-off.
I think you guys, if you watch the video this far or the episode this far, you know who we're taking in this game.
Yeah, Ben and I could very well be together when this game is on too. So
yeah,
this could be hot. This game. I mean, Ben's NFC favorite from the beginning of the year and my NFC favorite from the beginning.
You've been like, oh geez, yeah, you've been predicting the Rams for like the entire year. I've been going with the 40. I mean, I haven't predicted the 49ers to win every game like you have the Rams, but
yeah, you guys
have. Maybe I have.
Yeah, you have, but it's okay because I did the same thing with the Rams.
Yeah, but you guys know how I feel about the 49ers. You know how much I love George Kittle. Deebo Samuel, literally run the offense through him. I love how they're starting to run the offense through a lineman, Trent Williams. I was looking at some play concepts that they run. They have a bunch of plays that they literally run through Trent Williams. Like their entire run game, sure, you could say it's based around Deebo or Elijah Mitchell. It's really based around Trent Williams. Like
you could
he's
argue
the lead blocker on almost every play.
You could argue he's the best player in the NFL.
Ooh.
You could. I don't think so. I think it's TJ Watt. This season strictly. Not
maybe
overall, because Aaron Donald's still the best player in the NFL.
Yeah. TJ Watt should be in the MVP conversation if we're being honest.
I mean, now that Rodgers is out of the playoffs, I kind of am like bored of him. But I still think
Rodgers is gonna win it, but I'm saying Watt should at least be in the conversation.
You think like top 3?
I mean, dude, if this was really like most valuable player, I would give it personally to TJ Watt.
Well, yeah, like strictly most valuable player and not like NFL's like Mickey Mouse way of doing it, then yeah, it probably is TJ Watt.
And honestly, you gotta put Trent Williams up there too.
Absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying. He is arguably, maybe he's not arguably the best player, but he is one of the most valuable players in the NFL.
In my opinion, he's the best tackle in the league. I would put him over Bakhtiari personally.
I agree. Bakhtiari struggles with injuries, and so does Trent Williams. But
Not really. I mean, he sat out that 1 year because he had a tumor. I don't think that counts as a football injury.
Yeah, I guess that's not an injury, is it? But yeah, I mean, he probably is the best tackle in the league.
Yeah. 49ers though, elite defense.
I mean,
he's got a great offense going. Jimmy Garoppolo, he gets the job done.
He's probably the best O lineman in the league. You think Zach Martin, Quentin Nelson,
I'd still put Zach Martin over him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Zach Martin, by the way, is the only player the only offensive lineman in our podcast history to ever win one of our Player of the Week.
Yep.
So you kind of can't argue that Zach Martin's the best in the league because we kind of said it.
And me and Ethan were talking about this earlier. There's not really any stats for O linemen, so I just kind of had to put there. You just got to trust us.
You can't find stats for O linemen. It's the worst. We talked about this though in an episode.
Yeah,
I think
we have.
We did award predictions.
Yeah,
we really ranted about it, so we won't get into it. But
we're not doing that again. But yeah, it sucks. But yeah, personally, Trent Williams, in my opinion, second best lineman in the league behind Zach Martin. I put Quentin Nelson at third. Personally, if I was the Colts, I would bump him out to tackle. But that's for another discussion. Right now, we're talking about Rams, 49ers. Obviously, I'm going to go with the 49ers, and obviously, you're going to go with the Rams.
Yeah, but this is what I want to do because the game picks, we don't want to just end it here.
Oh,
I don't want to just end it here. Who's gonna who's really gonna win this game?
what do you mean?
I mean, like, how is this game gonna go? Are the 49ers just gonna just destroy the Rams?
No way.
Are they just gonna beat the Rams like they have these past, what'd you say, 6 meetings?
6-0, I believe, in their past 6 matchups.
I mean, including playoffs.
Honestly, it's hard to argue with that.
It's really hard. That's why I'm saying.
And I mean, you look back.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to end it here because I don't feel 100% confident that my Rams pick is right.
Oh, come on. You got to take the Rams.
Oh, no, I'm taking the Rams. Don't get it twisted. I'm still like 90% sure. But the 49ers, just that stat alone, that like crazy stat. I mean, that's crazy.
Honestly, if you look at like stats like that throughout I mean, this is kind of a weird thing to bring up, but if you look at stats in the they've kind of like held up this year. I mean, you look back to the Jacksonville like 4-0 against the Colts at home the past 4 years, that held up another 5-0. You got this. There was one other. I mean, the Sean McVay stat's still holding up with a halftime lead, even though they came very close to breaking it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was one other one, but I can't remember. It was something like the Jacksonville one. I can't remember. But like I was saying, I think that trend's going to hold up and the 49ers are going to win. And that is my final case for the 49ers.
It's hard. It really is hard to argue that. I mean, there's I don't know. I just have a lot of faith in the Rams here.
All right.
But you look at the earliest game this season they played, and it was a 21-point win for the 49ers. And then they played what? They played in week 18?
Yeah, and they barely
lost. They played week 18, 3-point game. 49ers still took it overtime. Jeez. Like, it's so hard to argue with it because it seems like the 49ers always get the best of the Rams. But I don't know. I'm going to pick the Rams because they have been my Super Bowl picks since day one. But this is going to be a really, really interesting game. Yeah.
And that wraps up our game picks for the week. 2 very interesting games. I know we spent a lot of this episode recapping, but I hope you guys enjoyed that part. I
definitely did.
I did, yeah. We went on a couple of tangents in this episode.
We do. But that's like in Nano Blitz podcasts, like normal fashion. We always do that.
And it's usually me going on the rants.
No, but I do not try and stop you.
Yeah, I know.
I keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back. We probably won't be posting an episode over the Pro Bowl because I don't think anyone.
Ben and I already decided the Pro Bowl is stupid.
Yeah, Pro Bowl is stupid. Watch that if you want. I guess I probably won't even watch it if I'm being honest.
I mean, last time I watched a Pro Bowl, Kobe Bryant died. I was there.
Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah, for my birthday. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode will be the most hyped episode of the year, of course. The Super Bowl prediction that everyone's been waiting for. So yeah, thank you guys for staying until the end and see you guys next time.
Instagram plug.
Oh yeah, Instagram plug at NanoBlitz Podcast. See you guys next time.